A quarter of the UK's population will be under some sort of local lockdown by this weekend after new restrictions were announced for 2 million more people in northern England.
Good morning, Codger Biker here, and my last vlog was called Lightweight and Local. This vlog is called Lockdown and Local. That's right, we're in a local lockdown, so we've been advised to minimise travel and to make fewer unnecessary journeys as possible. So that bike riding out of the window, more or less. So what I decided to do is to make the most of this time and then do some of the improvements that I'd intended to do all along, and hit the credit card, get it done, and then later on, when the lockdown lifts, get some riding done. So let's see what I've got.
Now then, you've got 45 seconds to have a look, starting from now.
And on the conveyor belt tonight.
So, Exhibit A. This is the only one of these things that I would say is absolutely essential. It's well known that the Magura slave cylinder, clutch slave cylinder, fails randomly on this bike. So I've got myself an Oberon, and it is an Oberon CLU 1000, which is apparently the one for the 2020 bike. I got it from Oberon themselves and talked to them. The only problem was they didn't have any orange, black or any of the other colours, but they had gold in stock, so I'm not bothered about the colour, you're not going to see it. So I thought, let's get that on the bike, let's do it now, and then I can forget about it, hopefully. Yeah, now another necessary maybe update is to put covers on particularly the clutch side, because the brake lever has been known to go through the clutch. So I've actually fitted the for now I've fitted a triple clamp one to the clutch cover, and I did fit this one to the stator, but when I put the engine guard back on, it won't fit with this bit gets in the way. So the clutch cover is held on with 2 screws. This one's got holes for 3, so I may have to just remove that, put the and just have it held on with 2. It'll probably be okay, because the engine guard will hold it in the bottom anyway. I'm going to replace those at some point with carbon ones, but for now these will do.
All right then, keep thinking. Everything you remember, you will take home with you tonight.
Now, of course, this being Codger Biker, there just has to be at least one screen. Notice I said at least one. And of course, yeah, we'll go with Pooge first, which I've always found to be pretty good in the past. To claim to have tested them in simulated wind tunnels, whatever that means. I think it's a computer simulation. I know a lot of people have told me to get the KTM version, which I may well do at some point. We're going to try the Pooge one for now, just because I've had a good experience with them in the past. I'm not going to examine it too carefully, but there it is, on and ready to go. Now, the problem with all these screens on the 690 is that you've got to drill the headlight mask. So if it goes wrong, or you want to change it, it's a bit of a problem because you've got holes in it. So, but guess what? I don't want to be limited to one screen, so just in case, I bought this, which is a new headlight mask. So if anything goes wrong, or I want to change it at a later date, I've got the headlight mask ready. Be prepared, I say.
Lamp.
A lamp.
Glass thing.
A glass thing.
A barrel of booze.
A barrel of booze.
Yeah, I always think it's essential to have a rack on a bike, no matter how light. And this build is all about keeping the bike as absolutely light as possible. So I've done a video on the Perimoto install rack. Always choose Perimoto because I've found his gear to just be the most adaptable and the best in the past. And I know he's got a 690 Enduro R himself, been talking to him, full of advice. It's a bit of a pain to fit it on a bike where you haven't had the handles installed by the dealer. So if you're getting one of these bikes, make sure the dealer's done the grab handle fitting, can make it much easier. I found it quite tricky to get the holes in the right place, as you'll see in the video. But I've also got the rear rack for that, which bolts on, so that if I want to put a top box on or travel luggage temporarily, if I'm going somewhere longer distance than local, then I can fit this. Not very heavy, and you can put on things like monolock fitments go straight on. You can put that fuel tank on the back, the make of which I forget. You can do it on the rack as it is actually, but this also will allow you to do that. It just gives you a few more options, and it weighs very little. I think it was 600 grams. So Yeah, the whole point of this build is to keep everything as light as possible. So I'm weighing everything and keeping a record of how much I increased the bike weight by.
Booze equipment, siphon,
Booze equipment, the siphon and all that sort of stuff. Electrical tea maker.
I already have a tail bag that will fit the Perimoto rack, so that will be going on at some point as well. I'm just going to modify these fastenings. This is a cheap auto kicker things. It's fine as a bag, but the straps and things are useless on it, so I'm going to devise a better way to fit that onto the rack.
A dog, cuddly dog.
Yeah, blimey. Woodwork.
Some woodwork, a coffee set.
Also to go on will be the bark busters. I'm not having a bike without bark busters on, so they'll add a little bit of weight. The main tricky point with those is not the installation of the bark busters themselves, it's the installation of heated grips and bark busters. Finding the right ones that will fit with the bark busters. So I think I've got those. So it'll be a matter of swapping those over. So that will come later on.
A rug.
Some rugs, yes, some rugs.
Flower thing.
A flower thing.
Picture.
A picture.
Whoa. So that's the plans at Codger Biker for the next few weeks.
Yeah. There was some. Do you go racing at all?
Yeah, binoculars.
Binoculars, yes. You don't want to lose those.
Until this lockdown ends. Unfortunately, in the north of England, it looks like it could be happening for quite a long time. Unless, of course, your name's Dominic or you're a member of Mr. Johnson's family.
Electric blanket.
Yeah, and there was a clock. There's a clock.
Watch.
And there was some perfume.
Perfume.
Yeah, there was some perfume.
Meow. Bit bitchy. But yeah, so got to be philosophical about it. A lot of people have died of this illness, and so I'm going to do my best to stick to the rules. I will occasionally go out shopping or to get some fuel or to test something out, so maybe there'll be some footage as we go along. So that's the plans for the next month or two on Codger Biker. Do the best I can. Codger Biker is out.
Oh.
Woodwork, a wood bowl.
Yes.
A heater.
Oh yeah, heater.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I've also intended to fit some larger, lower foot pegs on there and adapt the brake lever a little bit to suit. And possibly, I'm still umming about it, whether to get the suspension lowered or not, but we'll see. I have a seat concept seat on order, but that'll be a few weeks away. Okay, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.
What was that?
An electrical thing.
Electrical thing. What was that, Ivan? A microscope thing. Yes. Yeah, it was the infrared. Didn't he do well? Well.